What I'm going to tell you next may be hard to believe, but listen to this carefully. This is news of another major outbreak in China and another cover-up. We're talking about a city in northwest China. It's called the Lanzhou city. The disease we're talking about is called brucellosis. More than 3,000 people are infected right now, and it all began in December last year when the virus in Wuhan was just beginning to spread. This outbreak too happened around the same time, and it took 8 months for the local officials in Lanzhou to come clean. It was this report that exposed them and their cover-up. Caixin published the entire account. This is what it says. There was a leak in a biopharmaceutical plant in December 2019, a state-owned facility that makes animal vaccines. Brucellosis is a bacterial disease. It spreads from infected animals or animal products. Its symptoms are fevers, joint pains and headaches. It started with a few people. Dozens of veterinary researchers were infected first. Then the bacteria spread. More people caught it. The report is an exposé. It says that contaminated gas containing the bacteria escaped from the vaccine plant. It was carried by the wind. In December, nearly 200 people were infected. More than 10,000 people live within 1 kilometer of this vaccine plant. There was a clear health risk. What did the local officials do about it? They tried to hide the outbreak. Only when Caixin reported about the outbreak this week did Chinese officials come clean. They were forced to reveal the truth about what happened. In the last 8 months, the situation got worse. More than 20,000 people have been tested. Initial testing revealed that more than 4,000 were positive. As of Monday, more than 3,000 were found to be positive. China has done it again. A bacterium escaped a state-owned plant. The government did not lift a finger. It did not alert the people. In the case of the Wuhan virus, it was local officials of the Communist Party who tried to cover it up. In the case of brucellosis, a state-owned company was involved, the China Animal Husbandry Industry Company Limited. After the story got out, the company lost well over $200 million in market capitalization in one day. Its shares plunged by nearly 10%. Now it's being forced to pay a compensation. Those who lived near this killer plant are suffering. They were diagnosed late. They started the treatment late. Their infections have become chronic. Half of the residents of one housing community are still suffering from symptoms. Only 2 of them were diagnosed. Brucellosis is not as deadly as the Wuhan virus, thankfully. It's a bacterial infection treated through an antibiotic regimen that must be strictly followed. The company in question did not act in time. It did not go public with the leak, and the reports that are coming in suggest that they were aided by the local officials in this cover-up. After being exposed, they're giving compensation. We don't know how much. The amount has not been disclosed. But this story fits a pattern. A bio-leak, a cover-up, and thousands of suffering people. China has lived up to its reputation. It is indeed the disease incubator of the world.